Shining Star Piano Level 1, Lesson 3. In this video, we will learn about the music staff and the notes middle C and D. We'll also learn about rests and the Baroque era of music history. Let's get started. Now that you have learned the keys on the keyboard, it is time to learn to read staff notes. But before you do, here are some fun facts about music. Piano music is written on two staffs called the grand staff. The right hand plays the notes in the high staff. The left hand plays the notes in the low staff. This is the G clef sign because it was originally a big letter G that looked like this. Other names for the G clef are the treble clef and the high clef. This is the F clef sign because it was originally a big letter F that looked like this. Other names for the F clef are the bass clef and the low clef. Each staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. The high staff and the low staff are joined together with a brace. The joined staffs are named the grand staff. Pianists play music written on the grand staff. Bar lines divide the staff into measures. From here to here is a measure. From here to here is a measure. A double bar line means the end of the piece. And the numbers that you see on the grand staff are called the time signatures. Fun facts about notes. Notes have body parts just like we do. The round part of the note is called the note head, and the stick part of the note is called the stem, just like flowers have a stem. All of the notes in music are either line notes or space notes. A line note has a staff line going through the middle of it, and a space note is in between 2 lines of the staff. Okay, it's time to quiz yourself on page 36 of the Level 1 book. Once you have finished that, go ahead and come back to the video and we'll continue. Welcome back. When you're sitting at the piano, always sit with your feet directly in front of the pedals. In front of your nose should be a note called middle C, and it's next to a pair of black 2s. If your piano or keyboard doesn't have pedals, it's the C that's most in the middle. So do you see it? Here's our middle C to the left of these black 2s. Middle C is a line note that floats between the 2 staffs, and its line is very tiny. Middle C has whiskers like a cat. You can draw 3 middle Cs on page 38 of your book. D also floats between the 2 staffs. D looks like a little dog crawling under a fence. The dog's head bumps the bottom of the staff. Draw 3 Ds in your book on page 38. Write the letter names below the following notes in your book on page 39. Next, draw a line from each note to its key on the keyboard. You can go ahead and pause the video while you do this. Okay, so now let's play the notes on the keyboard. Please sit with your nose in front of middle C, and we're going to count to 4 on each note. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and C, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. How did you do? In Switch Engine and Yeki Waltz, there are 2 note heads on 1 stem like this. This tells you to strike both notes at the same time. Let's write the counts under the notes in number 5 on your book on page 39. You can pause the video if you need. Okay, let's practice these notes. You can use a C key. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you're ready to practice the pieces on pages 40 through 43. Go ahead and pause the video, try these pieces 2 times each, and then come back and join me for the next part of the lesson. Welcome back. Middle C is a floater note. It floats in the wide space between the 2 staffs. When middle C floats up close to the high staff, the right hand plays it. But when it floats down close to the low staff, the left hand plays it. Look at the middle C's in your book on number 2 on page 45. Write an L if the left hand plays it. Write an R if the right hand plays the keys. Pause the video, go ahead and write those notes in. Okay, so let's practice this. You can use any finger you want, but we're only going to use this middle C key, and we're going to switch which hand will play the key. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and right, 2, 3, right, left, 2, 3, right, left, left, 2, 3. Okay, pause the video and practice the piece Indian drums in your book 2 times. Then join me for the next part of the lesson. Welcome back. There are 2 fermatas in the broken clock. Fermatas look like this or like that. Fermatas mean that you must hold the key down a little longer. You can draw 3 fermatas in number 2 on page 47 in your book. When notes are written directly above or below each other, they are played at exactly the same time. Look at this measure from the broken clock. What are the 2 notes that play at the same time? Yes, C and D. Which hand plays the C? Your left hand. And which hand plays the D? Your right hand. Let's go ahead and play these notes. Can you strike C and D at the same time? You can use any finger, but be sure that you use the correct hand. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Did you notice that fermata at the end? We're going to hold the last set of C and D a little longer. Okay, now what is this mysterious half a box? This is a pedal mark. The pedal mark tells you to push the right pedal with your right foot. Keep your heel on the floor. So if your piano or keyboard has more than 1 pedal, you're going to use the last one on the right. Your foot is going to push down on the toe. Your heel is going to stay on the floor. If your keyboard just has 1 pedal, that's the pedal that you're going to need. So let's try this measure again and add the pedal to see how it sounds different. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Did you notice when we push the pedal, the notes keep going? If we don't use the pedal, they just stop. So that pedal is called the sustain pedal or the damper pedal, and it keeps the notes going on and on. There are many 2/8 in the broken clock. Write the counts below these notes on page 50, number 5. Let's tap and count these notes aloud on C, E, or G, any octave, any C, E, or G that you want. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1, 1, and 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's play this rhythm pattern using both hands at the same time. Play C with one hand and E with the other hand. You can play any octave that you like. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1, 1, and 1, 1, and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. you know? Let's quiz yourself on all the different music symbols we've learned so far. This one is fermata. It means to hold the key down a little longer. Do you remember this symbol? This is the treble clef or G clef or high clef. What about this one? F clef, bass clef, low clef. What is this symbol? Yep, it's a double bar line. It means the end of the piece. All right, go ahead and pause the video so you can practice the broken clock 2 times. Then join me for the next part of our lesson. Welcome back. Sometimes in music there are signs telling us to be silent. These signs are called rests. This is a quarter rest. It has 1 beat, just like a quarter note. But when you see a quarter rest, shh, don't make a sound for 1 beat. Let's clap this rhythm. When we clap quarter notes, we can clap 1 time. When we clap quarter rests, we're gonna opposite clap so we don't make a sound. Ready? 1, 2, ready, and 1, rest, 1, rest, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, rest, 1, rest, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a half rest on the line with 2 beats. The whole rest is under the line and it has 4 beats. How can we remember which is which? The half rest looks like a hat. They both start with H. The whole rest is like a hole in the ground. That's how you can tell them apart. Let's clap this rhythm now. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, rest. 1, 1, 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, today we're going to talk about the Baroque era. The Baroque era was from 1600 to 1750. You can color a picture of a harpsichord, an instrument from that time, as you listen to some Baroque music. The playlist that I've linked includes a gavotte by Handel, a musette by Bach, and a sonata by Scarlatti. All 3 of these great composers were born in the same year, 1685. Bach and Handel were born in Germany, and Scarlatti was born in Italy. This was a big lesson. We have learned so much. Great job today. I will see you in our next lesson.